Let's be honest, no one likes taking out the bins. But by properly disposing of your waste, you're actually doing a lot of good. But unfortunately, not everyone's responsible with their waste. Fly tipping is the illegal dumping of waste instead of using an authorised method like the tip or roadside collection. Most people think of fly tipping happening on country roads, but it's becoming more and more of an urban problem. Last year, Greater Manchester was named the fly tipping capital of the North West, with the northern quarter being one of the worst affected areas. And although there's been improvement, this footage shot over 1 week shows it's still quite some work left to do. So what's the reason for this increase in illegal dumping? Well, one Manchester-based waste disposal company put the blame at Viridor, the company that operates the majority of Manchester's tips.
We do end of term tenancy cleaning and we remove rubbish, and what we used to be able to do is go to the weighbridge. We were weighed on, we deposited the rubbish, came back, were weighed off and then charged per kilo. And when Viridor took over, immediately they introduced a minimum charge, which at that time, and I'm going back a couple of years now, was £58 plus VAT, regardless of what was in your van. Yeah, so we've lost business to it because how they found different ways to get rid of their rubbish, I don't know, but they obviously have. And you know, I know quite a few people who resort to fly tipping.
We contacted Viridor for a statement, however they declined to comment on the issue. Anyway, you may be thinking, well, it's just a bit of rubbish, what's the harm? But when waste isn't disposed of properly, it can have huge impact, including pollution of the environment, it puts human health at risk from disease, it can harm local wildlife, and worst of all, it spoils local neighbourhoods and the quality of life by attracting vermin and making areas unappealing. And there's a real financial cost to the city in dealing with this waste. Last year, Manchester spent £28,000 cleaning up the mess, £6,700 in prosecution fees, and less than £5,000 were actually recovered in fines. But what do residents of the Northern Quarter think of this mess?
Yeah, I've seen rubbish bags around the Northern Quarter. There's a lot of mess, I guess, maybe more than where I'm used to from where I grew up. But I think it's just a city thing in general. You expect there to be a bit more rubbish. Council should probably be doing something about it.
So what's being done to deal with all this rubbish?
The Northern Quarter is the cleanest I've seen it in the year I've been elected. There's been an awful lot of money that's been put into bins, well, £500,000 has been put into bins and into street cleaning. The hours of the street cleaning operatives have changed, so they now work evenings and weekends. So a lot has changed in the past 12 months. But the bags are referring to more frequently on street corners and next to bins because there's twice weekly collection now, where there was a once a week before. So that's why you're seeing more of those bins bagged up. They should be gone within a few hours. But street rubbish and litter in the Northern Quarter, I think, has improved massively, and it was just up to a really not acceptable state a year ago. And I think, yeah, if you have a wander around the Northern Quarter now and compare it to 12 months ago, there's a big difference in that kind of litter. The bags of rubbish, I'm sure there's a better way of doing things, but we're trying to work that out at the moment.
It seems that although there's work left to be done, the Northern Quarter shouldn't be getting down in the dumps just yet. Tom Percival, Granada Reports.